Dragon Ball Z has a lot of cool stuff, and what would make that stuff even cooler is if it was actually real. So here are 20 of the greatest things in Dragon Ball Z that we all wish were real. Let's just get this one out of the way really quick. The Dragon Balls. Obviously, if you have objects that can grant wishes, that is going to be desired. But even if the Dragon Balls didn't grant wishes, I still think they look cool enough to put on this list. Cars that can fly. Yes, strangely enough, there are flying cars in the Dragon Ball Z universe, which is bizarre because there are dinosaurs as well. But hey, we got flying cars. That's all that matters. The ability to turn any material object you see into any type of food you desire, just like Mr. Majin Buu. As much as I regret to say this, shape-shifting like Poir. Having your own artificial gravity room. Now, I'm not ranking this in a specific order, but for me at least, this would be number one. Having a machine that can manipulate the amount of gravity you are under would be great. I mean, I hope it would. I hope it wouldn't just kill me, but either way, I would definitely at least try it out. And if it actually worked and didn't kill you, I would live my life with twice as much gravity, then bumping it up to 10 times as much gravity, then 20 times, then 100 times, then 50 million times. It'll be sick. Real-life capsules. You would be able to store almost anything and everything in something that isn't even the size of your own hand. The sensu beans, because just in case one day some guy comes along and punches you in the back of the head so hard that your glasses fall off, then proceeds to throw you into the crater that the glasses made with the impact of the ground, then finally body slams you whilst you're in the crater. You know, just in case. The flying Nimbus. Not only would it be sick to ride on, but it would also be a good judge of character. Bulma. The Namekians. Who does not like Namekians? They can create their own Dragon Balls, they can fuse with each other, and they're all alpha. Moving on to the next one, we have the Scouter. Now this is kind of obvious. Who would not want a device that you attach to your face, it senses the power level of everybody else on Earth, and going back to a previous entry on this list, if we did have our own artificial gravity rooms, we would see guys walking down the street with power levels of over 1,000. Time travel, just like future Trunks. The Portara Fusion. Only use it if you do not value your life because you will never unfuse, unless you have the Dragon Balls. No limitations. Having limitations as a human being sucks, so if we could infinitely self-improve, that would be sick. The Metamarise Fusion, where you and your best mate George can go and fuse for 30 minutes. The Power Pole. It can extend as long as you want it to, and it's been there since day one. Instant transmission, probably one of the most desired techniques in all of Dragon Ball Z. Let me tell you, if people could teleport, that would be great, but at the same time, it would also be absolutely terrifying. Transforming into a Super Saiyan just to fulfill my childhood destiny. The Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Now this is kinda similar to the artificial gravity room, however the one thing that separates it is that 1 year in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber only equals 1 day in reality, which essentially means if you lived in there you would have a lot more time in comparison to everyone else. So once you emerge, you'll be the greatest of all time. People who act like Goku. If there was anything on this list that I would really want to actually come true, it would be this. Sure, Goku isn't the perfect character. He does have his flaws, but I'm talking about that never give up attitude, the alpha characteristic of Goku. This world would be 10 times better than what it currently is. Not to say the world we live in is bad, but with more people who are selfless and motivated to actually do things, this world could easily be a much better place. So that has been 20 things in Dragon Ball Z that need to exist. Let me know if you take anything different from Dragon Ball Z and place them in the real world, but as always, I will see you in the next Dragon Ball Z video.